Hi everyone, welcome to this Haunting Nights Live in Salisbury. I'm just in the grounds of the, breathtaking Salisbury Cathedral. I'll just show you the background there. Fantastic looking building dating back to the 1200s. Very, very haunted part of Salisbury. Very sort of religious connections. The close that we're in tonight was built all around the 1200s for the stonemasons who worked on this magnificent building behind me. Lots and lots of ghostly stories. There's the demon drummer boy just across the other side of the square at the Pendle house. In the cathedral itself, there's a really rare occurrence of Lord Stoughton, who was actually executed for murder, but because he was such a high-ranking MP for the area, he was actually allowed to be buried within the cathedral itself, in his own tomb, in the 1500s. For 200 years, the silk rope that was used to perform his hanging with was actually left to hang above the tomb in the cathedral, just there. For 200 years it was there. It was removed in the late 1700s, and even up until today, people report seeing this silk noose hanging above this gentleman's tomb. So ghostly nooses. Okay, just going to turn the camera on and just take you into the square itself, or the green itself. You can have a look around. Edward Heath House, one of our great Prime Ministers of the UK, is just through those gates there. I'm just going out into the square. One of the most haunted buildings in the Wiltshire, definitely within the ancient walled area that we're in now of Salisbury, is this one. Magnificent building, built by the stonemasons, for the stonemasons, who then started work on the cathedral itself. Okay. So hi those that are just joining us. Hope you're all having a great weekend. There's a view of the cathedral. A little bit more about it's now called the wardrobe. It has served many purposes since the 1200s, from housing the stonemasons, as I said. It became then a public residence. It was owned by a family who lived there. It's also been used as a school for the monks who are in residence here. And then it was taken over by the Rifles, Berkshire and Wiltshire Regiment for a museum. Lots and lots of dark rooms inside, some really spooky cellars. The library area is particularly atmospheric. So lots and lots of areas to investigate, and that's where we are going to be later on tonight. Okay. That's the Pendle house just across the way there. Very shortened version of the story was that before the house was built, the house dates back to the 1700s, the Pendle family lived in a village just north of Salisbury, and for 3 consecutive nights there was a drummer boy left over from the Civil War, would walk around Tidworth with his drum. Pendle decided that he'd had enough of the sleepless nights and had the drum impounded. All was quiet until 1700s. Pendle left the village of Tidworth, north of Salisbury, and had this house built and moved in here, bringing the drum with him. The drumming started again and continued night after night after night. The drummer boy, now a grown man, was actually arrested for a local theft. While he was in prison, he confessed to cursing Pendle, that he would never sort of rest. Consequently, the drummer boy, now the drummer man, was then rearrested for witchcraft and tried for witchcraft. He was found not guilty. The National Trust took over the property that you're looking at now in 1950, and lo and behold, when they did some sort of renovations to the place, underneath one of the floors where the drum was reputed to be hidden, they found a drummer boy's badge that would have been on the drum dating back to the Civil War. But no further occurrences happened on that one. Another ghost story is concerning the spire of the cathedral itself. The story has sort of quite a lot of validation. Hi Sue, keeping nice and warm in the car. The story does have a lot of validation, and it goes that if there are white birds seen circling the spiral of this fantastic cathedral, it is in impending death of a bishop or the higher up clergies. There was the bishop's daughter who was walking across this very green where I am now over to the bishop's house, which is that one just there, and as she looked up she saw white birds circling the spiral. She was only a young girl, done this path many times, but I'd never witnessed this phenomenon before. As she approached her home, she spoke to a local workman and said, the white bird circling, that's quite unusual, I've not seen that before. The workman then told her the story that it was an impending death of the bishop or one of the higher up clergies. Not seagulls, not tonight. Claire, thank you. As she got back into her house, her father, the bishop, had been taken seriously ill and died within 24 hours. There's been several sightings of these birds from the 1700s right through to the last one, which I believe was about 1950, and the prophecy of the impending death has come true on several occasions. So that's just a little bit of information about where we are tonight, down in Salisbury. The events that we're running here tonight are sold out. They've been really popular. Unfortunately, we could have taken a lot more people, but we do like to limit the numbers. We are back again later this year, I believe. I think, yeah, and yeah, certainly into next year. So come down and join us in Salisbury. Where else are we tonight, Mandy, if you're watching? Lancaster, the trial and execution of the Pendle witches, where we take you on a tour of around Lancaster Castle and then up onto Gallows Hill, where the Pendle witches were hanged for their alleged crimes. November we're back in Salisbury, thanks Mandy, and where the bodies of the Pendle witches still remain today in close proximity to the gallows. What else have we got on tonight, Mandy? I can't remember. Lancaster, Salisbury, Haworth was last night. Witchfinder General. Oh, how could I forget the Witchfinder General? One of my favourite stories. Yeah, Matthew Hopkins, down in Manningtree, Misterley. Beautiful part of the world. Very true story. Very well documented, and we take you to some of the most active spots known to the story of Matthew Hopkins, the self-proclaimed Witchfinder General, who was responsible for around the deaths of 300 poor unfortunate souls. Died at a very young age, and a very rich man. So, hi Anne, hope you're okay. Just in this walled area of Salisbury, this is the ancient part of Salisbury, dating back to the 1200s for those that have just joined us. It is a gated community. Come, I think, 11 o'clock at night, it's all sort of cut off. A very quiet, very beautiful place to be. Hi Kerry, how are you? Okay. I'll just take you back down to what was the bishop's house, school, stonemasons' residence, and reputedly Wiltshire's most haunted building where we're going to be spending the night tonight. So hopefully we're going to have a busy night on the paranormal front. Okay. Okay, so wherever you're out this weekend, tonight, ghost hunting, hope you have a fantastic time. And maybe get time to do a bit of a live update later on. But from Paul and Sue, who's sitting in the car over in Salisbury, have a great evening and have a great rest of the weekend, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.